Hello, good afternoon, guys. Dr. Bayer, your favorite board-certified internist, founder here at drpiersblog.com, author, speaker, soon-to-be podcaster. First of all, thank you again for joining another edition. I think we are on episode 29 of the Lunch and Learn. You guys have been rocking with me for about 29 of these things. Much appreciated over here at this end. I want to again give our always shout out to my replay viewers who's going to be catching this later on. Much appreciated. Likes, the shares, the comments. Like I said, I do this thing for y'all guys. So again, definitely want to give my thanks and props. Again, I know a lot of y'all can't really catch up to me during this 12:30, right? It's like 12:40 right now. I apologize. We had a couple patient things to take care of, but we're back today, and today is a very special day for me. Hey, Sharon, how you doing? First of all, thank you for joining. Thank you for liking, sharing. Much appreciated. Today we're going to do a special one for me. This month, April, important month, very important month for me, is Autism Awareness Month, per se. A couple of days ago was actually Autism Awareness Day, and I think I posted a picture on my Instagram page. If you don't know, go to Instagram/Dr. Barry-Pierre. I'd like to find that. My family and my daughter, most importantly. But I definitely wanted to kind of, talk about autism in general, especially for me, because it hits close to home. My oldest daughter, Maria, is about 4.5, almost 5 years old, and she was diagnosed with autism at the age of about, my wife would kill me too. I think it's about 2. If my wife is on, please put the age of whenever Malia was diagnosed. I think it was 2, 3, something in that window. And my wife, she was, very paramount in that, because my wife's a licensed mental health counselor, and she actually was the one who kind of diagnosed it and saw the signs early. So definitely shout out to her, because of her we were able to get Malia into start treatment early, get diagnosed early, because that's really the big thing, especially when we talk about autism in general. And for a treat next week, I'm gonna actually have my wife do a Facebook Live with me. I think she's gonna come to the office. We're gonna do a Facebook Live together, so she can kind of talk about autism, and especially autism in the Black family. Because again, me, I'm always talking about what we can do for the Black family. So she's gonna be talking about that next Tuesday or Thursday. I'm not sure. Probably Thursday. If I had to guess it, I'm not sure what her schedule is but likely, definitely sometime next week. And she's actually going to be writing a blog post tomorrow as well, so please be on the lookout for that. For those who've been following the blogs, I apologize. I've actually been slacking, and I know, but it's not my fault. Last week, my 2 twins, my youngest, had surgery. They got, they have a lot of sinus issues, so they got the tubes placed in their ear. So we've been kind of at home, kind of dealing with, post-operative, kids, and all, and not sleeping, because they're not sleeping well. So we've been dealing with that. So the blogs, I haven't been able to write a blog post for about a week or so. But, we're starting that off. My wife's writing one tomorrow, and I should write one, I believe, on Friday. So on Friday, you'll get definitely a new blog post from yours truly. But what I wanted to talk about today again was fatherhood, and especially for the fathers who are dealing with kids who have autism, because it definitely was an eye-opener for me being a physician, and dealing with sick patients all the time, right? But again, because that's not my field, mental health and everything, I definitely give kudos to my wife, Maria Davis-Pierre. She, that's her field. That's what she does. And just kind of, having to take a step back and kind of learn as much as possible, because again, in the internal medicine world, we deal with a lot of disorders, diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, but we really don't touch on mental health as much as we should, and in particular, especially dealing with mental health in children as well, because that's where most of your people who did diagnosed with autism, and really on the autism spectrum, that's when they tend to get diagnosed. So it's definitely been eye-opener, just kind of, working with my daughter, working with, classmates of my daughter, and everyone just kind of, being kind of enamored in everything that is autism, and the autistic spectrum. And again, I say that interchangeably, but it's really not. When I say the word autism, I'm really talking about autism spectrum, because before it used to be a classification where a person may be a type 1 diabetic or a type 2 diabetic, and now and so that's like saying if a person is like that, we're now saying a person's diabetic. So I pretty much encompassing everything when I say autism, but I really mean autism spectrum. And I think one of the best things, that's kind of helped me, especially dealing with, my kid my oldest kid who has autism, is because she has like a speech delay. So, she wasn't talking. That was one of the signs that my wife knows very early. She wasn't very talkative. And, she was playful. Like she played around, she'd jump around. She was energetic as, I don't know, too energetic if you ask me, but she wasn't really verbalizing anything that she wanted. So she'd make gestures, but she wouldn't just like come out and say it. And that was like really kind of spurred my wife on to say, I think something's wrong. I think we need to kind of find out what's going on with her. So we did that top to bottom, diagnosing, go to pediatrician, go to neurologist, all of these things here that, I don't know in like great detail. My wife knows much better. I'm actually having her work on an ebook to talk about, what do you do from, steps, A to Z, when you think your child has autism, and, how do you get them the help that they need? Because it's definitely something that's needed, especially with a disorder that really gets undiagnosed for a long time. And, and especially just like with any other disorder, the earlier the better in terms of treatment standpoint. So definitely she's working on the ebook as well. We're hopefully to try to get that out the end of this month, before Autism Awareness Month kind of ends from that standpoint there. But I think one of the biggest things, especially as a father, and seeing your oldest child, with autism, seeing your oldest child, you not being able to verbalize things, and especially because I'm around kids all the time, with friends, kids, family, all patients, all so I'm seeing it, so I could see how a normal 2-year-old acts. I see how a normal 3-year-old acts, normal 4-year-old acts, and I'm like, yeah, my daughter doesn't really act like that. And kind of having to always, let people like know around them, because again, if for most common person, you're not gonna know my daughter's autistic unless I literally say, hey, no, she's autistic, because she just doesn't do the things at a normal rate. Now, is she catching up? Sure, she's, and again, that's what the therapy, and that's why early therapy is so important. To kind of get your kids kind of caught up, to all of the things that they may be caught up behind. Again, my daughter's is more of a speech delay and a little bit, collaborative play and, playing with others and, wanting to play with others. Right now, she has her little twin brother sister that she hates sharing toys with. So we're trying to, teach her to be happy to share her toys. From that aspect there. So these are just some things that we have to kind of learn on a day-to-day basis. But it was, it took a while, especially for me to kind of adapt and understand, what are some things my daughter's like, what are some things my daughter likes. Like, for example, my daughter, like, she hates like certain noises, right? And so there's certain TV shows that if the theme song comes on, she closes her ear and she starts screaming for a little bit. So we gotta quickly mute the TV or radio, whatever it is, so she can, so the theme song stop playing, and then she'll watch the show. So just a lot of different mannerisms that we, picked up early that, I just kind of, on a day-to-day basis have to learn. For example, like there's certain songs that she'll sing, but she don't want no one else singing, right? Like it's, just kind of funny things like that. But, we love her dearly, and, she's like an amazing kid. And right now she is actually at the Palm Beach School of Autism. I'm in South Florida for those who know. She's at the Palm Beach School of Autism, and she is like doing amazing over there. First of all, shout out to the Palm Beach School of Autism, because that place has been almost like a godsend, for me and my family, and like a lot of the families who are there. An amazing place to send your kids, especially with those dealing with autism. So if you know anyone who, especially in the South Florida area, and especially in Lake Worth, and you're looking for a school to recommend, or if you're big on autism and you want to donate some money for autism, like that's a school I would definitely recommend donating as well too, because I love them. I mean, they're doing amazing things here, and we've seen the growth of our daughter going from before she started there, not talking, not really verbalizing, to like now we almost got to tell her like, hey, Malia, like be quiet, like and of course me, I knowing that she has a speech delay, I try not to say be quiet, because of course you want her to talk as much as possible, but sometimes we gotta say, hey, relax, it's okay. So just kind of seeing that growth from like when she first started to now is like been truly amazing. So I definitely wanted to make sure before doing this ending this post, that I wanted to make sure I would give a shout out to the Palmer School of Autism, because they've been like absolutely amazing here. And I wanted to kind of give you a preview of what we're planning this month, especially. And again, this month is going to be big on the blog for me and my wife, because again, mental health is her field. Like as a physician, like I know what I know, right? Like diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, heart disease, whatever. Like I know a lot about a lot. But when I don't know something, like I like to lean on the experts, right? She's clearly the expert in this setting here, so we're definitely going to be featuring her a lot this month. In fact, let me see if I can throw her info in the comments. I'll put her information in the comment section, so you can follow along with her, because like I said, she's doing big things as well. And look. Wait for me. I'm just throwing her info in the comments real quick. Sorry about that. All right, so I just wanted to throw her information in there. So like I said, so she's doing a lot of things. She has a Facebook page as well that I can't, of course, for the life of me while I'm doing this, think of her name. Okay, yeah, that man. Put her information. Okay, so her info is in there as well. So she's doing, like I said, doing amazing things on her front. So we definitely going to be featuring her a lot this month. Like I said, ebook, the kind of like an A to Z type ebook for parents out there who may think that, hey, you know what, my daughter, my son is really progressing like they should. What should I do next, right? Because that's really, I think that was where the big thing for me. Because again, I'm a physician, I know about a lot, but I didn't know what to do next, right? Like, okay, wow, she has this diagnosis, but what do I do with this diagnosis? Like, who do I go to? Who does she need to see? And that's where, like, my wife kind of just took over everything, and she just kind of, and I let her take over everything, because that's what she does. Like I said, yeah, you go handle that. So, she found rehabs, and she found Palm Beach School of Autism. So she found all of these places here that was... Shout out them as well. So she found all of those places for us to try to get the help that she needs. And like I said, it's again, it's almost night and day. My daughter's been in that school for about 2 years or so, something in that range. And like it's when people see her now, like we almost have to kind of remind her, like, hey, no, she's autistic, because she is like doing amazingly well there. So we're extremely happy about that. So again, I don't want to keep you guys long. I apologize for coming on late. I just wanted to kind of kick things off for World Autism Month. That's going to be here on the blog, on the website, on our Facebook Lives as well. And if you have any questions, any concerns, any family members, friends who have been diagnosed with autism, like their kids have been diagnosed with autism, or they're autistic themselves, go ahead, put them shout out, send them to us, so we can kind of get them featured and kind of get it out there. I'm gonna see you guys later on this see you guys Thursday, at least Thursday, right? Tomorrow I may be doing like a quick Facebook Live, because I'm actually working on my Facebook group. Like that's something that my mentor has been getting on me to, like, where's your Facebook group? Where's your Facebook group? And I just been slacking on. So tomorrow I'll be on Facebook Live, just to kind of let you know, like, hey, you can join my group now. We'll have you sign up, send a link, so you can get direct access to that group. And again, we're pretty much gonna do what we do here with the Facebook Live, but pretty much almost on a day-to-day basis. And it's gonna be a nice little close-knit group as well. So you guys will be able to ask questions. I'll be in there much more frequently than I be here. Again, on the professional page, I'm usually here about twice a week, but of course with the personal group, we're going to be able to see me on a day-to-day basis. I'll do Facebook Lives just in that group as well, and we'll talk about as much as we want to talk about to kind of get us through today. So I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, so we can kind of unveil the Facebook secret Facebook group that I'm having. It's gonna be Dr. Barry's Health Squad, like that's gonna be our group, so everyone who's ready to join, let me know. Put it in the comments if you want to join as well too, so I know to send you an invite when that time comes. I'm gonna see you guys later. You guys have a great, blessed day. Bye.